Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with freebets.com, Empire Fight Store, Forged Irish Stout. We're here. Lerrone Richards. Lerrone, a fight penciled in, a couple of weeks' time. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Excited to be back on the big stage. Back into title fights. So yeah, let's go.
Last year, obviously, you had a 6 rounder, 8 rounder. Happy to be back at the 10 rounds and with a belt on the line, something to really get your teeth into.
Yeah, I feel like I've had with my career, I've not been the most active. Um, and last year was a bit of a relief for me because I had the year before wasn't so great, and it was just good to get back in the ring again and um get the ring rust off. And now it's time for me now to push on and try and well, push on for championship honors.
Does now have to be your year? Obviously, with the age you're at, and you know that people, no one obviously queuing up to fight you because you have a style that can nullify a lot of fighters, a lot of high top level fighters out here. But now has got to be the year for you where you kick on, and a win over Steed Woodhall obviously get you good rankings with the WBO, and you really can kick you on. But now has to be the time, doesn't it, for you?
Yeah, well, I never put much pressure on myself. Everything's timing, and everything that's gone on in my career has gone on, and I'm grateful for all the ups and the downs, and it's made me the fighter I am today. But of course, it's time now for me to push on.
Mhm.
I've been wanting to push on for a while now. It's been quite difficult to pin down those big fights, but now getting a good world ranking, I would have a lot more to offer and hopefully push on to become mandatory for one of the titles. And that's the plan.
Now, obviously, the king of the division at the minute, Canelo Alvarez, holds all the cards. He's coming up against Jaime Munguia, I believe.
Yeah,
He sort of dictates and does what he wants, being obviously pound for pound up there as one of the best in the world and that go-to pay-per-view star. So for you, ideally, it would be to get yourself in a mandatory where he has to either take that fight or the belt vacates so that you can walk in and go, right, now's my time. We pick the belt up and then you can dictate sort of the big fights around you. Correct?
that's right. I feel like my style and the way I fight will be appreciated more when I'm beating these high level guys the way I've been beating the ones previous.
Mm-hmm.
Once I've got the world title around my waist, then people will have no choice to fight me. So yeah, it's about me now pushing myself into a mandatory position, so they have no choice. And then once I'm in that position, then winning that world title, and then the world's my oyster.
There's a lot of fighters as well who are going to be around for a long time at the right age. In the 20s, you look at a Berlanga, obviously, who's knocking around now, who's making a lot of noise. Um,
Yeah,
Even like you mentioned, a Jaime Munguia, Canelo will decide ultimately what he does. I mean, if he wants to fight catch weight fights or whatever, he'll still do that, whether he drops belts or whatever. Who are the names, and this isn't calling anyone out, that you want to share the ring with if you can't obviously secure what would be a lucrative fight with the Canelo Alvarez? You mentioned obviously Berlanga still there, and who would it be for you?
I would love that Berlanga fight. I think that's a great fight. Um, Boxing will love that fight. And I think it makes sense. You know, I would say we're both top world contenders now. Um, after this fight, I'll have a good world ranking. And then we see what goes from there. But I do like that Berlanga fight, I really do.
This is with all due respect because we're not looking past Steed Woodhall. He's coming here to upset the apple cart, and let's be honest, put himself in the position where you're talking about being. But if you were to get that fight, how would you think you'd fare against a Berlanga? Why would you be able to get the win over him?
It's all about the skills, and I've got skills in abundance. There's a lot more to my game that not many people have seen yet. And the higher the level I fight, the more you will see that. Obviously, like I've got a tough challenge in front of me, like you said, in Steve Woodhall, and I'm not looking past him. I've trained extremely hard, like I do with all my fights, and I'm expecting a tough night. But I believe, on the 12th of April, I'm going to get the job done and get it done very well.
How much more have we got left to see of you? Obviously, we've seen you perform at a certain level, and you do the business and you get the job done. And whether I know you've had like critics in small parts and stuff like that, but ultimately you're winning. Um, how much more have we got left to see of you? And do you believe, like you said there, as the opponents get better, that'll allow you to sort of, I don't know, show more sort of tools in your arsenal kind of thing?
You know, in life you try to please everyone, you please no one. And
Very good.
I I just do what I do, and I do what's the easiest way for me to win. As you can see, the levels have gone up in my career, I passed with flying colors every time,
Mhm.
and I haven't been in the ring yet for someone to push that out of me. Um, but I'm at the stage now in my career, and I've been working very, very hard in my arsenal where I don't need no one to do that for me. I can do it myself, and that's what people are going to start seeing from myself from now on.
What type of performance then? Let's come on to a few weeks' time. Obviously, an opportunity for you to get your hands on a belt again. What type of performance? What are we going to see from Lerrone Richards?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, really. It's skills, and that's what boxing's about. You know, uh people or a lot of boxing supporters or fans, what you want to call them, they've forgotten the sweet science of boxing, and that's what Lerrone Richards brings. Um, but yeah, you're gonna enjoy the performance in the next couple of weeks for sure.
No worries. Well, look, it's been good catching up with you. We'll have someone there on fight night, and we look forward to catching up with you fight week and after fight night. Wish you all the best, and appreciate you giving Boxing Social some of your time, my friend.
Wicked, thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
No worries. Cheers, Lauren.